Halo Reach, the odd child of the Master Chief Collection, besides, this one, and, this one. Released in 2010 as the last Halo developed by Bungie as a swan song to the whole series, wrapping the story of Master Chief from Halo 1 to 3 in a beautiful bow of context that fans of the book Fall of Reach by Eric Nylund always wanted. Fun fact, when Halo Reach came out, I was in 8th grade, had just gotten an Xbox 360 after only being able to play it at friends' houses, and was frothing at the mouth at the glory of the space age graphics. Flying out of the gate with a wild multiplayer that mostly worked, a full single player story with new guns, new graphics, and a newish story to tell, Halo Reach dropped not with a whimper, but with a bang.
Copy, Kilo 40. Negative, Echo 2. Got one on your tail, Noble.
Halo Reach was a different Halo than we were used to, with tweaked gun mechanics such as bloom and the removal of dual wielding, and world building mechanics like how you can have little squads of Marines with nicknames. They changed the mood, the tone, and gameplay, all in the service of trying to tell a different story while still retaining that distinct Halo feeling. But there was a glaring issue with this. People don't want to not be the Master Chief. Not only was Reach trying to follow not only one of the best Halo games with Halo 3, but one of the most critically acclaimed and best-selling games of all time. And everything was just a little bit different. Master Chief's story was over. There's still more story to tell, but we already know what happens to the guy from the moment he wakes up to the minute he goes back to sleep in a little sleepy pod and floats away off into space. It's hard, or maybe I should say it was hard, for a young Nick to be able to swallow the pill of, I'm not playing Master Chief anymore. I know it's not like Halo 1 through 3 are gone. It was just weird not to be him anymore. It wasn't just young me having this feeling, it seemed to be mutual of a lot of the Halo community at the time. So much so that when 343 took the reins, the first thing they did was let you play the Master Chief again. But here's the thing, what Bungie did was actually based. The Chad Bungie knew that they could tell a more interesting story by doing something new and not just recycling ideas and running through a bunch of copy-paste bullshit as Mr. Chief. And in one clean move, moving Halo towards what FPS combat could be instead of what it was in 2001. Instead of being a one-man death machine tearing through hordes of enemies, being renowned as a demon by an alien race vying to destroy humanity, instead of being a murder machine, finding ancient monuments or galaxy-destroying death machines, or, both, you're just a Spartan 3. You're not a normal soldier, but you're also not the supreme beast that the Spartan 2s were. You're more than capable, being sent in for special missions for high-level intelligence agencies, but it's definitely lower on the food chain of military power than Master Chief is. Which sure, isn't saying a lot, but it was a weird pill to swallow at the time. Like, why did I need this whole team of people? Why should I care about these guys when I know they're all gonna die? Why the fuck am I not Master Chief? Ree! But what I didn't realize at the time with my stupid child brain is that Bungie wasn't blind to these differences. They were intentional. Bungie was trying to create tone, or mood, whatever. Reach is a game about futility, about how seemingly mankind has no hope against this invincible force of aliens, who seem to know so much more about space travel, technology, and probably have been around a long time before we ever got to space. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to say that this video is going to spoil pretty much everything about Halo Reach, maybe a bit of the other Halo games, but they've been out for over a decade and are easily available on PC to play. Plus, I'm sure you've already played it, but I'm just saying that this is your spoiler warning because I'm sure someone will be mad about it. If you haven't played Halo Reach and are still planning to, stick around because I think you can still appreciate Halo Reach after having pretty big parts of it spoiled. Because also, I mean, everyone kind of had it spoiled for them. It's a prequel with characters that mostly never show up again in the rest of the series. All of them on the fucking box. We knew what was going to happen. Anyhow. So the game starts with us being deployed to push back human rebel forces, saving civilians, some trapped in houses, then backing up military forces and militia. But we quickly come to realize that it's not rebels, but oh fuck, it's aliens. And we immediately see how formidable this force can be. With the invasion beginning, starting with just a few dropships of low-level grunts, maybe some jackals, there's a couple of elites, but nothing too high-ranking. We get to a safer building only for, oh no, an elite death squad of elites ambushes us, nearly splitting us in half with an energy sword. Then we're sent out to defend an intelligence base, same intelligence base we were later sent on a run to destroy it, to keep information from getting into the Covenant's hands. Better establishing how we're not just the Power Rangers, but we're a direct line of defense for very high-level information, such as, the smartest AI mankind will create. Also the lady who created a program of super soldiers that, we're kind of directly a part of in all the games. So we, as Noble Team, are important, but you know, not like important, you know? Long story short, we're a small team of super soldiers here to save the planet. Here's the thing. We're not even close to good enough. Even with super soldiers, Mac cannons, gigantic spaceships, and literal hologram people. Hologram. Humanity seems like it has no hope. There isn't much we can do against these monsters. And in my opinion, no level in Halo Reach does a better job of conveying this feeling of futility. Better than Lone Wolf. Reach has been glassed. You've delivered the package and safely ensured that Halo 1 happens. Instead of the vibrant, beautiful landscape that the game starts with, we're met with dust and echoes. Waves of fallout radiation, distant sounds of what could be buildings falling, or plates shifting within the planet for all we know. Reach has been completely conquered. Noble Team, nearly all of the Marines you see throughout the game, everybody is dead. Covenant death squads are roaming the planet, picking off survivors. Early on in the game, you're marked as a high-value target. Dr. Halsey explains that they only send Zealot-class elite squads for special missions. Essentially, the whole time that we've been doing our missions throughout the game, a parallel squad has been doing the same. And as we've been tearing through the Covenant, picking off piece by piece, hoping to be able to mount a comeback against this seemingly infinite and invincible force, they've been doing the same. Each time we're able to take one step forward, they retaliate, sending us 2 steps back, if not further. And now, after all of the push and pull, in the massive tug of war that you've been playing, all that's left is you.
That lone wolf stuff stays behind.
Versus an infinite army of grunts, elites, wraiths, spirits, anything and everything that you've seen up until now is coming for you. And there's not really anywhere to hide. Well, except for this one building that I really liked, but as you can see, that didn't really work out for too long. The best part about Lone Wolf is not only do you have to be a one-man army, but you will only have one chance to do so. You know your time is coming. The entire game has been leading up to this. It literally opens with your helmet on the ground cracked to bits. It's a beautiful mix of stress as well as showing you how you, the player, have become more experienced throughout the game, how strong you've become, while at the same time breaking you down into tiny pieces, showing how insignificant you are against this force. The more damage you take, the more is taken away from you. It starts with your grenades, your ammo count, your health HUD, your armor is failing. No backup is coming. No comms to radio in, no big whoop, ordnance here, grab a big gun, it'll fucking fire something out of the fucking orbit. It's not like there's no weaponry. There's plenty of weapons around you. But just as the rest of the game has shown us, it doesn't matter how many big shiny weapons we have. We just can't win. A nice detail that helps establish that oh shit, no one else is coming vibe is that when you're looking around for ammo at the start of the level, it's not just dead Marines anymore, it's random Spartans. Teams you had no idea about, who all probably had stories and missions just like yours, and they all failed theirs as well, succumbing to the brute force of the Covenant. Another bit I really like is how, compared to the rest of Noble Team's death, Six puts up so much more of a fight. His visor capturing his last moments, keeping off 4 elites at once, dual wielding an assault rifle and a pistol, something I really wish we could do in game sometime. And finally, just like what almost happened in the first level of the game, the Zealot squad finally overwhelms us, stabbing us as we cut back to our helmet, sitting in front of the beautiful mountain view, right back where we started. Oh, it's fucking beautiful. The game opens and closes on this nice storybook shot. Oh, it's so nice, like mwah, French kiss. It's as if Bungie was like, oh fuck, people are gonna be so pissed that they're not the Master Chief. What are we gonna do? And then Lone Wolf, well, they're like, well fuck, okay, you wanna be fucking Master Chief? Here, go be fucking Master Chief. It's go nuts, it's you versus the Covenant, good luck. It's beautiful. And I know you know it, because you probably played the game yourself. And you're like, no shit, Lone Wolf is the best level in the game, because so many of the other games, levels in the game kind of suck. Which is kind of true, but you're still wrong, because my opinion is best. Some of the levels may not always have the best gameplay, some of them being more in service of showing off a game mechanic. I'm looking at you, New Alexandria, but at the same time, they take that excuse of a level being single mechanic focused and decide to go balls to the wall with it, with the mood and environmental storytelling, which helps add to that feel of, oh fuck, shit's exploding, let's get everyone the hell out of here, even though there's no real time limit, and you can spend 20 minutes looking for the stupid landing pad, so you can do the DJ Easter egg that doesn't even last as long as you remembered it to, and it kind of disappoints you, and you feel like you wasted a bunch of time, because you're playing through Reach again for the second time in a week, so you can record it so you can make a video talking about how good Lone Wolf is, and how much better Reach's campaign was, replaying as an adult, and how I was a stupid dumb kid for thinking that Reach was way worse than other Halo games for no other reason than, I'm not the Master Chief, and the only glimpse of him being in the legendary secret ending. In conclusion, Reach decent. Halo good. Halo good. And I can't wait to play Infinite if I can ever, you know, download it, because I get like 0.3 kilobytes per second download speeds. So, you know, 1 like equals 1 more kilobyte per second to my download speed. And be sure to toss me a sub if you liked this video, and let me know what you think, and if I'm a dumb brain for thinking Lone Wolf is good and Halo Reach is good. Okay, bye.